morning, all of you. In the in the in the previous lecture, we have started the types of nouns. Okay. In the previous lecture, only two types we have seen. We will repeat those again, and then we will see next type. Okay. We have seen proper nouns. Yeah, today we will complete all these types, and then I will send you PPT. Then you have to write all these definitions and examples in your notebook, classwork, no, homework, grammar part. Okay, grammar part, and you have to write another 5 sentences of yourself of each type of each kind of noun. Okay. Huh? Okay. Don't present your screen. All of you listen carefully. Do not present your screen. Who is Kamre? Why are you presenting your screen again and again? Okay. So today we are going to see parts of types of nouns. Okay. We have seen proper noun and common noun in the previous lecture. Proper noun means the name given to the particular persons, places, and animals. Okay. Now I am presenting here PPT. Now do not present anyone your screen. Okay, so that you can see that PPT. Can you see the PPT? Okay. Okay, we have seen proper noun. Proper noun means the names given to the particular person, place, animal. That is the proper noun. We have seen examples. Sakshi is the best dancer. Here Sakshi is a proper noun, and Everest is the highest mountain. That is Everest. Here is a proper noun of that mountain. Mountain is a common noun, and Everest is a proper noun. Tiger is our national animal. Here tiger is a name of animal, and animal is a common noun. Okay, very good. In common noun, we have seen the common noun means the name which we have given in common to every person or thing of the same kind or same class. Okay, Manali is an intelligent girl. Here girl is a common noun which is given to a same class of female group. Okay, so Manali here is a proper noun, but girl is a common noun which is given to same kind or same class. Okay, Sumit is the strongest boy in the class. Here are the two common nouns, boy and class. Okay. Okay. Boy and class are the common nouns. Very good. Ganga is the longest river in India. Here river is a common noun, and here proper, here listen first. Okay, mute your mics. Kamre, I will remove you. Mute your mics. All of you mute your mics. When I am starting to speak, all of you should be mute your mics. Okay? Ganga is the longest river in India. Here two are. Okay, wait for a while. I will present this again. I have told you before. Why are you presenting again and again? Wait a minute. Now, can you see this? Okay. Now, take care. Okay. 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 Now, do not present your screen. Okay. Here Ganga and India are the proper nouns, and river is a common noun. Then we have seen countable and uncountable nouns. Here countable nouns that can be counted in numbers, that are the countable, and the nouns that cannot be counted in numbers are called uncountable. And we use a and plural form with the countable nouns, but we cannot use those forms with the uncountable noun. And one thing I have told you about these nouns, when we are asking questions with the countable nouns, we use how many, and when we are asking questions with uncountable noun, we use how much. Okay, did you understand this? Okay, we are going to see. Okay, we are going to see the collect. I am speaking now. All of you should mute your mics. Okay, collective nouns. Collect. Okay, the name of group of or collection of things or persons and animals spoken as one whole is called collective noun. Means the name of group or name of collection is the collective noun. Here are the example: the jury. It is the name of group of judges. When there is a group of judges, we can name it as the jury. Group of cattle. Group of cattle means a herd of cattle. Okay, herd of cattle. Army means a group of soldiers. Army is a collective noun. And jury is a collective noun. Army is a collective noun. And a bunch, collection of keys. Collection of keys means a bunch. A fleet means collection of ships. Okay. Again examples, when there are a group of players, we say team. It is a team of cricket players. It is a team of football player. Crowd is also collective noun when there is a group of people. Okay. And bunch of keys, bunch of grapes, like this. And if there are many employees, then we can say them staff. Okay, like this. Now we are going to see abstract noun. Okay, you should listen this carefully. 1 minute. Now we are going to see abstract noun. It is the name of quality, action or state considered apart from the object to which it belongs. Means when we are talking about quality of any person, thing or place, then we use these abstract nouns about that thing or person. And when we are going to talk about action, then we use movement, judgment, hatred. Means we form that noun from the action word, that is verb. Okay. Quality, these abstract nouns are made from quality, action and state. Here you can see on the screen there are some names, nouns. From quality there is a goodness, honesty, nobility, etc. From action the nouns are movement. To move is a verb, and from that verb we can make the abstract noun movement. To judge is a verb. From that verb we can make the abstract noun judgment. To hate is a verb. From that verb we can make the abstract noun hatred, like this. And state, childhood, boyhood, youth, slavery. Means child means from child we can make childhood, boy boyhood, young youth. Okay, did you understand this? These are the abstract nouns which we can make from, okay, which we can make, okay, mute your mics. These are the abstract nouns which we make from another words, adding to these words prefix, suffix, or make them noun. Like from action word we can make movement, judgment, hatred and another many nouns. Okay, so here are the examples. The king is famous for his nobility. Which is the abstract noun in this sentence? Very good. Means noble, nobility. Okay, this is the quality of that king. Okay, so noble, nobility. Nobility is an abstract noun. In our childhood there is no television. Which is abstract noun? Very good, very good. Honesty is a great policy. Very good, very good. Means this is the abstract noun. Okay, now we are going to see concrete noun. Okay, see this, listen this carefully. Abstract noun and concrete noun are totally opposite. Here we see in abstract noun that these name of quality, action, state, but here we cannot see anything. Means here the abstract nouns we can use for feelings also, imagination, feelings. Okay, so we cannot see goodness or honesty, but we feel all this. Okay, did you understand? But in concrete noun we can feel, or we can see, or we can touch all these nouns these nouns are in the concrete nouns. Means a concrete noun is a noun that can be identified through one of our five senses. Means eyes, ear. Do you know which are our five senses? Eyes, ear, tongue, skin. When we can identify through these through one of these senses, then that is the concrete noun. But abstract noun we cannot see. Okay, honesty we cannot see, nobility we cannot see, but we can see table, we can see teddy, we can see dress. Okay, a concrete noun is a noun that can be identified through one of our five senses. So concrete noun is the opposite of that of an abstract noun. Don't make a noise. Who is speaking? Concrete noun is opposite of that abstract noun, and in that concrete noun there may be common noun, proper noun, collective noun, countable, uncountable. All these can be concrete noun. Okay, for example, spoon, we can see spoon, we can touch spoon. Okay, table, velvet, green, hot, cold. Means by touching we can feel that it is hot, it is hot water or hot pot, like this. Okay, so this is the concrete noun. Spoon, table, velvet, all these are concrete nouns. Here are the examples. There is a flower pot on the table. Very good. The teddy is very soft. Very good. Very good. She wears a green dress. Very good. Means abstract noun and concrete noun are totally opposite. We cannot see abstract nouns. Okay, we cannot see abstract noun, and we can see or we can feel, we can touch concrete nouns. Okay, did you understand this? Now we are going to see material nouns. We are going to see material nouns. Material noun is the name of material or a substance or an ingredients of any alloy or recipe. When we are going to write recipe of any food, then we use their many names of that substances or ingredients. Okay, then all those nouns are included in material nouns. For example, gold, copper, steel, iron, silver, oil, milk. And in recipe we use many words related to that spices. Okay, so all these nouns are included in material nouns. Gold, copper, steel, all these are metals. Iron, silver, all these are metals, and these are used or included in material nouns. Cotton dress is cheap. Which is material noun here? Okay. Calcium is good for health. Calcium is good for health. Okay. The child drank the milk. Okay. Okay. This is building of marble. Okay. Okay. iron is a very useful metal. Very good. Means those now listen. Okay.